Hey there, fellow adult collectors. Welcome back. David Eon and the lovely Miss Lady Pop Hunter, and we are here again with another weekly roundup. And if you are part of the Patreon family, you need to go to the Patreon page to look at the March contest winners. March giveaways were for the autographed Mystery Society and for the Platinum Edition of the Swamp Thing. Winners are announced today on the Patreon. Please do go check and see if you won. And also, you can enter then for this month's Patreon giveaways, which is for the Red Foil Dynamic Forces Shadima cover number 391 of 500. And for the autographed Overman number 1, signed by the artist. Those are this month's, or April's, I should say, April's giveaways on the Patreon channel. If you are not part of the Patreon family, it's not too late. It's not too late. You can still always sign up for the Patreon. Patreon is what we use to help to fund these giveaways. So if you wanted to perhaps consider joining so that you could help to contribute to that. April's channel giveaway for the YouTube channel, separate from the Patreon giveaways, because those are only going to be on Patreon. But the channel giveaway is for the Lady Pendragon number 7 holofoil chrome cover, and this is number 54 of 2,500 copies. This is another certified sealed edition from Dynamic Forces. If you are a YouTube subscriber for this giveaway, be a subscriber, like this video, and tell us in the comments section down below. To enter for the giveaways for these, you have to be in the Patreon family, and you have to go to our Patreon page, which is also down below, and comment on the contest video. So there.
Good.
Yeah. And this week's, if you haven't seen it, actually I just put it up yesterday, this week's vintage commercial was for the Remco Johnny Reb, the Remco Johnny Reb Cannon, 1961, a toy they will never make again. you got to see this thing. It's impressive, man. They made some awesome toys back in the day, but that was yesterday's video.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get started and take a look at what's coming out this, not that much, because, everybody's been scaling back because of the whole virus scare.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff's not getting done. A lot of conventions have been canceled and so on and so forth. We couldn't go to the Toylanta. I was really looking forward to that, but not to be, unfortunately. No Toylanta for us. But we're going to start with Bandai. Bandai. And you can find these usually either on Sideshow, which I typically do separately, but Sideshow usually carries the Bandai now, and also Barnes & Noble gets a lot of this stuff. So this is the Bandai 00 Razor, and Razor R-A-I-S-E-R as in going up, not Razor like Razor Ramon. So this is the 00 Razor with GN sword number 3, and this, as you can see, is like a 12-inch figure. It looks like $140 for this figure, and this is kind of like their SH Figure Arts, or I don't know if they have a, because I know the monsters they call SH Monster Arts. I don't know what they call it if it's Gundam stuff. This is $140. They also have the Great Mazinger. And this is die cast, and this is 8-inch, ton of accessories. Mazinger is one of the famous of the original, 70s mecha. They still make them. Great Mazinger is $250 though, $250 for him. This is called Perfect Strike Gundam. Perfect Strike Gundam, and he's got a crap ton of accessories. As you can see here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff. He is another 12-inch. And this is $270. $270 for these. And he's got a lot of articulation, actually.
Does
these
it?
figures. Yeah, they do. And
look at that one.
Strike Freedom Gundam. Strike Freedom Gundam. And he comes with his pilots. You can put the little man in him.
What about that boy?
I guess the boy is if you want to stand him next to it. I guess that's the guy who's in the piloting costume.
So it come with
Both of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it comes with both of those, but they're tiny.
Oh, okay.
They're like Ho scale train model figures.
Oh, okay.
So Strike Freedom Gundam is another. He's 13 inches tall. The robot, 272. And finally, I think this is the last one. This is Tetsukyin or Tetsujin. I might be saying that wrong. He is $85, and he's another one that's about 7-8 inches tall. You see the articulation. He
Yeah.
bends in a lot of places.
Is that him lit up?
No, this is another one I was wrong. This is the Unicorn Gundam, and he does light up. Everywhere where you see him, red lights up all through the figure. He is 13 inches, and he is 130.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think it would be more.
I was kind of surprised,
Yeah.
actually.
Because he's bigger and he lights up.
That's right.
I guess he's not as popular.
Maybe. But that's going to do it for Bandai. So we'll take a look at Funko. And this one made a lot of people mad. I'm looking at the Facebook or reading the comment section on the Facebook at the time. This is another Pillsbury Doughboy. And he's the exact same Pillsbury Doughboy. And of course, what Funko loves to do is just change what he's holding. And they do that with a lot of their figures. People, you know by now, okay, that this is Funko's model. So this is the Funko Easter. It was made available March 27th, and everybody was like, come on, Funko, this is the best you could do.
Yeah.
That's the gist of the comments, although I'm being a little nicer than some of the things they were saying. But like I said, you know they're going to do that. Guys, you know, okay? But that was their, what was that, Wednesday?
I don't know.
Funko Shop release? March 27th?
I think so.
Friday. Here's
Friday.
the official release for the Fast Times at Richmond High. I think we saw this as a sketch with their New York Toy Fair. But here's the actual official images for the Fast Times at Richmond High. They're popping up for pre-order in different places, Plastic Empire, Big Bad Toy Stores, places like that. And on March 25th, the 10-inch Indiana Jones. 10-inch Indiana Jones, which they've already done this figure. They just painted him gold.
In 10 inch?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They did it in 10-inch already.
Oh.
But now it's in gold, 10-inch supersized.
Oh.
I bet you this one's still on the shop. I don't know, I'm just saying. Again, they just repainted something. And guess what?
What?
That's it.
Yay.
That is it for Funko. And we're going to jump onto Hasbro real quick. I showed the other figures. They had 5 already. Because counting the Snake Eyes, which was a convention exclusive that you're not going to find now. They've announced Destro for their new 6-inch line. There he is, and I'll show you a picture of the packaging for Destro. I wish they were doing more with the artwork. That's a big thing for me. You already know is artwork on packaging, and I think that they're kind of skimping a little bit on this. Because they're doing what you've been typically seeing done with wrestlers and with Marvel Legends and DC multiverse figures. Just a box with like maybe a picture or maybe not. And they've really cut back, and that's kind of a shame in my opinion as far as Hasbro GI Joe's line is concerned, because they have been known primarily for 2 things. Really good articulation with figures, except for GI Joe Extreme, and we won't get into that.
Good.
But for the most part, they've always been really well articulated figures, and 2, box art. All the way from the beginning. In 1964, they've had fantastic box art. And now they're cutting corners on box art, and I'm just like, I mean, there's still a picture there, but I think it breaks with tradition the way that they're doing it, in my opinion.
I guess they figure the boxes are easier to display
Uh-huh.
than the cards.
Well, they could have done what, if they wanted to do it in a box, because I'm fine with the display box. You can see the figure nicely.
Yeah.
They could have done what Mezco did with the Thundercats and cut the
Yeah.
box in half, window on top, art
Mhm.
on the bottom,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, but I just I wish they would show a little bit more art. Is all I'm saying.
Stupid cat.
Yeah, he's scratching something. And we're gonna take a look at Jada Metals, and this is one of those "why did you do that" moments. Jada Metals Minecraft. I thought we were all done seeing stuff from Minecraft from anybody. It's been a while.
Jada Metals fell off. I
Yeah.
really like them. I wish they would come back strong, but I
Yeah.
guess it's not working for them.
The
Those
figures.
figures, but I really enjoyed those figures, and I wish they had did more
The
with
3
it.
and the 6 inch, right? Yeah, the die casts,
Those,
not these
yeah.
little minis.
Yeah. So I guess it didn't take off.
No, it wasn't doing that great, I guess. But
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah.
And Mezco, I'm calling it. I'm tired of seeing Chucky
Yeah.
from anybody. There's how many Chuckies do we need? Are they bringing Chucky? Oh, they are bringing Chucky back, aren't they? Mark Hamill's going to voice it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe that's why they're pushing it so hard. Talking mega scale with knife accessory Chucky, and this
I
is
mean, the first Chucky was enough.
yeah. Well, they keep doing it, and it's like, and all these different companies are doing these like life size Chuckies and stuff, and they all look kind of the same. So I mean, I don't know.
It's like with any figure, though. When you get a character, that's who they are.
Popular, yeah.
So you can't really venture off too far. So.
Speaking of which,
It.
Pennywise from It, another MDS mega scale, and both of those are talking. By the way, the Chucky and this one both talk. That looks creepy.
That does.
You want that?
No.
I didn't think so. But I think that's it from Mezco even. Mezco's no, which kind of fortunate, no 12 scale figures this week because they've been making so many and I can't do it anymore. I can't keep up and whatever. The last time I tried to get one, I had a nightmare.
Yeah.
That Punisher, some of you probably saw that video. Brand new in the package, guaranteed from Amazon Fulfillment Services, Punisher. That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But anyway, on to Sideshow umbrella. And I saw this one coming a mile away. As soon as I saw the character in the commercials, I haven't seen The Mandalorian, but as soon as I saw the characters, I knew they were going to do this. 1-to-1 scale, life size, the child from The Mandalorian.
I thought they did that already.
Hasbro did it.
Oh.
But this is Hot Toys doing it, which means it's going to be screen accurate.
Oh.
Not much in the way of accessories. He's got a necklace. He's got the little ball, a stand, and some interchangeable hands. So he's not doing all that much. Very good likeness, though, from what I understand.
Interchangeable ears.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you can see the seam now that you brought that up. It looks like a fold of like skin. But yeah,
I mean, what the ears do? They stand up or go down?
Well, yeah, one set is straight out and one ear set is down, kind of like how a cat does.
It's pretty lame.
You're gonna pay for it though.
Yeah.
410 for the child.
Okay.
410 for the child. I like it, but again, I don't watch the show, and 410 plus postage.
And you ain't gonna watch it either.
Oh yeah, because it's on the Disney Channel.
That's right.
It'll turn up somewhere eventually, and maybe it'll be on disc. Iron Studios, Harry Potter, blasting.
It don't look like the Harry Potter.
Well, you got to remember this is a 10th scale Iron Studios little vinyl statue. So
yeah, I mean the face isn't.
Well, this is from the last film, so he was like what 40 by then. I don't know. The oldest kid in the world. Because they used with the exception of Dumbledore, I think, the same actors throughout the entire film series, which was 8 movies.
I don't know.
I think this is from the final battle with Voldemort. Harry's 110, and there's Voldemort, so that you can have
Put
your
'em
little
together.
fight scene. So Voldemort is also 110 in 10th scale. Kodapukaya, Wonder Woman, and the sword comes out of her hand.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it actually detaches at the wrist, so you can do her just blocking the old Wonder Woman like bullet blocking that they used to do with Linda
Yeah.
Carter on the show. There are people
Yeah.
that fire a machine gun and she's just flipping her arms and ricocheting bullets, which was hilarious. No butt shot on this one. Sorry,
Good.
folks. Sorry, folks. No ups. They didn't take an upskirt photo on this one. I'm kind of shocked because
Thank
usually
God.
usually they close up on the rear end on these. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
She's only $90.
Those shoes are impractical, ain't it?
Well, most of the shoes that they put on these super heroines, if you will, are kind of impractical. I mean, I can't imagine running around doing acrobatics in like 10-inch stilettos. It just it seems like you sooner or later you're going to break a heel and have a problem.
Yeah.
This is from Mighty Jaxx, and
Is that a Lego?
this is Let Go. It's two Lego looking bricks.
Yeah.
You see they're pressed together one's from behind. It's called Let Go because if you take the T out, you have Lego, but they can't say Lego. You get it? Mighty Jaxx would get sued if they called this Lego, so they call it Let Go with the T in quotations. And this thing's $129.
Gosh.
I know. I'm in the wrong line of work. I need to get me a 3D printer. I get some ideas.
Sure you do.
This is from Pure Arts, and this is the V female. V female. Remember we had V male like a week ago?
Yeah.
This is the female. V female from Cyberpunk 2077, the video game. And she also lights up inside of her collar.
And it's high platform shoes.
Yeah, I don't know why they have to point out that she's wearing platforms. But she's $230.
Okay.
$230 for the V female. And this is from TB League. TB League, and this is, I don't know if this is a comic book character or not. It might be. Someone could tell me in the comments section down below. It looks like a comic book character to me. Sinful Susie, the 1/6 scale action figure. And she comes with what looks like a sewer grate and a head. Maybe the head goes in the sewer grate. Or whatever that is. Fireplace.
And some stairs.
It's a base.
Yeah.
You get a base and all that bits. 157
That's not bad.
for Sinful Susie. Actually, yeah, that's not a bad price for
couple
6 scale
hands.
figures. Couple of hands. Also from TB League is the Viking Woman. Viking Woman. I like that stand. Let me just point that out.
Where's the stand?
The stands, well, both of them have this kind of stand.
Oh, okay.
You see
Okay, I
how
see
it's
it,
got
yeah.
that flexi cable? That's like it's like a metal spring cable. And like my Hot Toys Neo has that thing. And those work really well for posing. They can support the weight of the character. A lot of the stands, they don't support the characters very well. They don't support the figure very well. Those stands do work well. So I like the stand. I like the base. And wow, she's got a lot of accessories.
She does.
She really does. Not so many hands, but I've said this before. I would rather see more accessories and less hands. I don't need 14 different hands with a figure. I know that some people, they like that. I don't care for it too much personally, but I like that she comes with all the extra bits, the gauntlets and shoulder pads and shield and everything.
She's a shield maiden.
Shield maiden.
Like Lagatha.
Yeah, Lagatha.
Yeah, Lagatha was a shield maiden.
That's right. 169. That's actually not bad.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad price for that.
And then you can use that body maybe and put other heads on it.
That's right. A lot of them you can change the heads out. So maybe if you've got like if you wanted to make her into Red Sonja,
Yeah.
all those accessories would and the outfit even would work with Red Sonja. That's not a bad price at all. And this is from X Plus, and X Plus has done a bunch of these little caricature Godzillas, and that is of course King Caesar.
Okay.
King Caesar, not Caesar. Caesar if I remember correctly, the 1974 version of King Caesar.
Mm.
And this is $65. And I believe it's about 6 or 7 inches tall.
Okay.
And don't you know that's it?
Yay.
That's all they've got. Did you
Good.
see anything you'd be interested in?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm. Nope.
I can't say I'm too impressed with. I appreciate the Bandais. I think the Bandais look good,
Yeah.
but I don't have a collection of Gundam. You know, I like the Hasbro Destro. I'm kind of mulling over the idea of doing the new Hasbro line of GI Joes, just because, like I said, you know, I'm a big fan of GI Joe going all the way back to 1964. You know, I've always had an affinity for the GI Joe line, so I like the Destro. I'm mulling it over. If I want to do that line or not, I'm not sure. Already it would be hard because they did the STC, not STCC, it was the New York Toy Fair, right?
Yeah.
New York Toy Fair exclusive, so that would make that one hard to get. And these other ones, they're probably going to be common. They're probably going to be pretty common. I like the Hot Toys Child. The Child, I think that's kind of neat. I like that. That's the cat in the window. What do you want? He's watching the Cardinal out there. But, you know, at a $410 price tag, and the prices keep going up, folks. They get their hooks in us, and the prices keep going up all the time. That's something to think about. That's actually a good topic of discussion with the whole adult collectors market. But hey, let me throw it out to you. Did you guys see anything that you liked? Tell us about it in the comment section down below. What did you see that you were impressed with? What did you see that you thought was just way too expensive or unnecessary? You're like, why are they still making this? Tell us about it in the comment section down below. Remember that if you are in the Patreon family, to head over to Patreon and find out if you won. Find out if you are a winner. If you want to enter the contest on Patreon, you must be in the Patreon family. You must be a Patreon subscriber to enter the April giveaway for these two. And there's always room for more. The more of you there are, the more we can do. And the Patreon is basically to fund the giveaways that we do on Patreon and on this channel. So that's why we do it. Because I had somebody ask me, it was like, you know, why are you doing Patreon? So I can pay for the postage, basically. And plus, you know, these cost something. These are for my collection. And if you want to enter for the YouTube subscriber giveaway for the Lady Pendragon number 7 certified, be a subscriber to this channel, like this video, and comment down below that you want to enter that giveaway. And I guess that'll about do it.
Yeah.
Also, watch out because we've been doing a lot of extra like museum videos.
Yeah.
Because we are trapped in our home.
Social distancing.
Yeah, they came and they boarded up our house and we're trapped in
No,
here.
we're not. We go out.
It hasn't gotten that bad yet. But yeah, we've been doing a lot in the museum, and she had the idea, actually. She was like, yeah, well, we're down here. I may as well get the camera out. She just did it spontaneously a couple of times and just came walking in, hey, what are you doing? And so we've been doing a few like little mini tours from down there, so check that out. Anyway, I guess that's enough.
Yep.
So we will see you soon, and thanks for watching.
Bye.